enough for third place. The front layout, 1.5.
For exercise you have just witnessed by Alexei Sikovic of Belarus is an example of the very best of world-class gymnastics. Alexei came into this final competition tonight ranked #1 on floor exercise from the all-around competition.
Scores in for Alexei Sinkovic, a 9.312. Has him in bronze medal position at the moment, but still Sukahara to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, on men's floor exercise, representing Japan, Naoya Sukahara.
Naoya Sukahara has made all 3 finals tonight, so he's going to be busy. How successful might he be?
Well, he came third on floor at the World University Games last year. He's a very, very good performer. Double layout, full out. Just about stepped outside the floor.
It's a close thing. His foot on the line, the flag stayed down.
The name of the game, of course, in floor is controlling each of those landings. And if you're correct technically, that's when that happens. And he's not correct technically on that particular pass, unfortunately. Completely missed his takeoff position.
So the man who enjoyed that mishap for Sukahara is Guard Young, because he's assuredly got the gold medal now.
Very nice double layout to finish, but it's all a bit academic for him.
32-year-old Naoya Sukahara. Can't see him breaking into the medal rankings there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the men's floor exercise.
And there's the double layout, full out. Very, very difficult skill to do.
Are the men's pommel horse finals and women's vaulting finals.
And the last line, very nice double layout.
Scores in for Sukahara, 8.537. Perhaps he'll do better on pommels or rings. Well, Guard Young has given the floor routine of his life, I think, to get the gold medal here, 9.537. He will be delighted to have shaded Zhengli Hu and Alexei Sinkovic from China and Belarus with 9.5 and 9.312. Then came Svetliki of Ukraine, Sukahara of Japan, Francis Jan Kuchera, Australia's Damien Istria in 7th, and Florent Marie of France.
And the vault is the first of the women's finals tonight. Here are our top 8 qualifiers. Jeanette Antolin, Esther Moyer of Spain, Emily Fournier, the all-round champion, Marina Zazitskaya, Yana Komroskova, Trudy McIntosh, the red-hot favourite for this vault title, Andreea Izarescu of Romania, and Australia's Jenny Smith.
Not for nothing is the diminutive Trudy McIntosh known as the Pocket Rocket. She'll turn 16 just 6 weeks before the Olympics, an ideal age, according to many critics, to be at your peak in this most demanding of sports. As the first to master the full twisting front layout, the vault was named in her honour last year, but McIntosh had already achieved considerable status as a dual gold medalist from the Kuala Lumpur Commonwealth Games. She splits her time between her home in Geelong and Melbourne, where she trains and attends school.
Next up on vault, Esther Moyer of Spain.
That's going to be hard to beat. It's a very, very nicely performed vault. 9.9 start value for that. We saw Antolin attempt the same vault, but nowhere near as same level of quality and amplitude. Round off approach, half turn on, half turn off, back salto. It's like a Cuervo in the second half of the vault, but from a much more difficult approach.
A 9.5 for the first vault. Esther Moyer, a vault specialist, her best international results have all come on this particular piece of apparatus.
The Cuervo at the second half there. The 9.6 start value, and if she's lucky she'll score low nines, 9.2, 9.3 for that. It really is well performed.
On women's vault tonight, the gymnasts are required to demonstrate two different
She has quite
vaults.
clean turning around the long axis, nice and sharp, good leg positions, not too low on the landing.
Esther Moyer with a 9.162 on the second vault for an average of 9.331, and she's the woman to beat at this stage. Jana Komskova was actually the first reserve for this final. She comes in as a late replacement for Martina Bramini of Italy. Let's see if she can make the most of the opportunity.
What amazing distance that girl gets off the horse. She's about 4 metres away from the horse when she lands. That's very impressive. 9.7 start value for that Cuervo in tucked position, or it's actually a handspring front half, or front half off the vault. So half on, handspring front, half out. It's hard to see the distances she gets from that angle. Maybe we'll pick it up on the next replay. Yes, look at that. Tremendous distance.
Well, it's scored a 9.3 from the judges.
Called a handspring half turn back pike, but it looks more like a handspring front pike half turn. It's just a matter of the timing of the turn. Same start value. A handspring on looks like a front half out to me, although the code flashed indicated to be half turn back pike.
Well, for someone who didn't expect to be here in this final, she's done a great job. A 9.3 for Jana Komskova. Well, this is the moment we've been waiting for on the women's vault. Trudy McIntosh, the 15-year-old from Melbourne, ranked 5th in the world.
Starting with her signature vault. Yes, oh, step backwards, but she's got a bit to play with. Being a 10.0 start value, she's the only gymnast in this competition actually starting with that score.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed the McIntosh vault, which is
handspring, front layout, full twist.
Australia's own Trudy McIntosh.
Really difficult vault to do. Not only do they have to get the rotation, but to add the twist into that, it's extremely hard.
Well, she created history at last year's World Championships, the first Australian ever to qualify for an apparatus final. It was an outstanding result. A 9.575 for Trudy McIntosh. She's in the lead after the first vault. Can she hold on?
Generally, for her second vault, she chooses a Sukahara-style vault. One and a half. Oh, she's fallen, but even so, she's still a 9.9 start value. And with the fall, she could still end up with a 9.1 or a 9.2. She hasn't performed the 1.5 for quite a while. So here we go. A little bit underdone in the rotation area. Needs to pick up the rotation from the beginning of the vault. So the pre-flight is where they set it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're being treated to
And falling down there. So she picks up a 9.1 or so for this vault. She's still in with a chance of getting the top ranking.
And a 9.0 for the second vault for Trudy McIntosh at 9.287, and she's in third position.
The final competitor in women's vault tonight, representing Australia, Jenny Smith.